What is up, everybody on YouTube? Max Rock here with another video, and today we're going to be looking at the Alcatel Onetouch Auto 3, the 5.5-inch version of the phone, and we got the Moto G4 to the right of it. Now, both these phones have 2 gigs of RAM, except the Moto G4 has 32 gigabytes of internal storage, and this one has 16 gigabytes of internal storage. The price is different as well. Now, the processors, this one has a 615 Snapdragon octa-core, and this one has a 617, which is, I believe, the updated version of it. Let me see here. Both of them have a 13 megapixel camera in the back with a 13 megapixel camera in the back that is capable of shooting 1080p video, while the G4 has a 5 megapixel camera in the front that can shoot at 1080p, and the Onetouch has an 8 megapixel camera in the front, which I believe is wide angle. I believe, but it's 8 megapixels, and it can shoot 1080p. And for the Moto G4 here, as I said, Snapdragon is a 617. It's a 5.5-inch screen. Both of these have a 5.5-inch screen with this resolution is 1080p. 2 gigs of RAM as well, as I went over that. 3,000 milliamp hour battery, while this one has a 2,910 milliamp hour battery. This has turbo charging, and this does not. In other words, this has quick charging, and this doesn't. Let me see here. 401 pixels per inch for the G4. This one has 401 pixels as well. Let me see. What else can I go over? Oh, this was real quick here. Out the box, you get Android 5.0.2, which is Lollipop on the Alcatel, and you get 6.0.1 on the G4. Now, the G4 is a newer device, but these both are running the same software now. They have similar specs as far as the RAM and the processor, so I thought this would be a good test. This would be a good. And for the G4, we have a 405 GPU as well. All right. So what we can do now is go ahead and stop talking about specs. Just go ahead and get this test popping. Alright. Oh, the amount on me here. So yeah, here we go. So what we're going to do here is go and do some application launches here. As you see, I got the same exact setup on the Alcatels I got in the G4. All the apps are arranged similarly. As you can see, the folder name is saying all that. It's all the same, with the exception of different icons as far as the UI goes. Like, see, this has a little green phone icon. This one has a little blue one here. So let me see. Pretty much everything else is the same, plus or minus a few apps. Because I'm using the Alcatel as a daily driver right now. I'm actually really liking it. I mean, you get a couple hiccups here and there, but I like the form factor on the phone, like how slim it is, and plus those stereo speakers make me look past a lot. All right, so the first app we're gonna launch here is going to be YouTube. Alright, so in 3, 2, 1. That's saw that, right? G4 destroyed it. Alright, so the next app we're going to launch is, we're going to do Twitter. So 1, 2, 3. It's looking like it's not even a contest, right? Next app we're going to launch is Netflix. So 1, 2, 3. That was just embarrassing. I'm putting this on mine too. I want you guys to see this because the 617, we're comparing the 617 versus the 615, and you really are seeing quite a difference. Alright, so we're going to do Google Plus here. So 1, 2, 3. It looks as though I'm going to give that to the Onetouch. I don't know, it was weird. Next one I'm going to do is Tidal here. So 1. Well, should I do Tidal? It just depends if it's on the offline mode. Matter of fact, we're just going to do the black player. This app opens up really fast. Anyway, I'm going to do a different app because that one opens up super fast. It's like almost not even, you can't really count it. So the next app I'm going to do is go ahead and open up Instagram. So 1, 2, 3. I'm giving that to the Onetouch. Refresh faster there. So we're going to do the camera app. So 1, 2, 3. Looks to me like the Onetouch won that one there. because you still saw a little bit of black screen on the G4. So I'm giving that to the One Touch. Now keep in mind these both have 2 gigs of RAM. Alright. So the next app I'm going to open is Amazon. So 1, 2, 3. G41. Alright. So this is looking like it's no contest here. So we're going to open up a game next. Soul Hunter's a game that I always play. So I'm going to open up at the same time. So 1, 2, 3. And these both have the Adreno 405 in it. So that goes to the G4. Alright. So let me see here. The next app we're going to open up is, let's go ahead and do Speedtest. So Speedtest here. Now these both are on the 5 gigahertz band. Because that's one plus about the One Touch. It has the 5 gigahertz band in it. Now it may pull down 60 on each of them, but we're going to see. So let me go ahead and do the test on the Alcatel first to see what it pulls down. Because I think it actually pulls down. Sorry, I'm far back here. I think it actually pulls down better on the G4. Wait, is this on the 5 gigahertz band? Let me see. Yeah, it is. See? It's on the 5 gigahertz band, 5G. And it was only able to pull down 43.33. So close to 45, but not that good. Alright, so that's what we're looking at there. So we're going to go ahead and do a speed test on the G4. Yeah, the radio is just better than the G4. So, speed test is just a shit and giggle test. It's fun to do that one. No biggie. So that's what we got there. So we got about 54 down on the G4 and about 24 up. When we got 44 down in Alcatel here with about 20 up. So it is a bit faster than the data pull down speeds, but that's not really a test that you can really run with. We can open up. Matter of fact, we can just open up Best Buy here. So 1, 2, 3. G4 got that too. So yeah, as you see, the 617 is a much better processor than the 615. I just thought it would be a cool little video to do a test between these both of these phones, because the processor is basically the updated version from the one that's in the Alcatel here. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and do a RAM management test. As you can see, I opened up a bunch of apps. So let me see who has YouTube open still. Okay, and it loaded faster. Even though I had to reload, it loaded way faster than the G4. Let me go ahead and do Twitter. G4 held it perfectly fine. Get out of here. Wait. Alright, get out of here. Do Netflix. They both held it. See here. Local Plus. Had to reload. When it has to reload, it just makes me upset. Like, because they both have the same amount of RAM, but they don't have the same RAM management. So Instagram. Yeah, you see, it literally held the same exact post that was on when I originally launched it. So it shows you that the RAM is managing well on G4. Let's do the camera. No, I'm not gonna do the camera. Let's do the game. Okay, they both held it, so I'm not mad. And we can go and open back up the speed test. I had to reload there in Alcatel. Alright, so that is pretty much going to be it for the video. Alright, so we're back here. As you can see, yeah, I actually did have some screenshots in the video. Well, not in the video, on the phones here in the gallery. And so the score that I got in the One Touch here was a 647 in the single core and a 1,879 in the multi-core score. But I got a 660 in the single core for the G4 and a 1,759 for the multi-core score. So a little bit better than the G4 with the single core, and a little bit better, well actually quite a bit better than the multi-core score than the G4 for the Alcatel. So, I mean, these tests here doesn't really prove much. It just shows you, I guess, the potential of the processor, but in everyday performance, you're not really going to notice a difference. The only time you can really see a difference is if you're having the phones together side by side, where you really notice how long it takes to load certain apps. And so, yeah, these tests here are pretty much over. Let me go home. Come on, go on. And that's pretty much going to be the end of the video here. If you have any questions, of course, leave your questions in the comments here, and I'll be sure to get back to you guys when I say, of course, thank you for watching this video here. As you know, my name is Max the Rock, and yeah, enjoy your day. Peace.